Hey friends, it's Tyler here at Rocky Meets Buddha. Now, this is an introductory video, and before I get started, I'm just going to kind of run down who this is for and why you should even watch or subscribe to the channel and what really it encompasses in the entire theory behind the entire thing. Also, we're going to talk about how it's going to change your life drastically. I'm going to give you a little caveat, and I'm going to wrap everything up with my personal journey and why I'm qualified to teach you. All right, so let's jump in. So now who is this for? Who's this channel for? Well, this is for the individual that feels stuck and confused and is ready to evolve. That's right. Ready to evolve not only the mind and the body, but get more in touch with the spirit. Yes. So what that means is, okay, get in touch with the spirit. That means you're going to have more fulfillment, understanding, and love. If that's something that you're looking for, if you're feeling depressed and angry and just really alienated or alone, then this is going to be for you. Also, this is going to be for the person that feels like they have much more to offer. Like they know that they could be doing much more, or they have way more potential. It's just they don't know how to get to it. It seems like even like life, there's something missing. Okay, and that kind of goes into our why. Why even watch this, or why even try to better yourself? You may have a wonderful job and family and loved ones and people care about you, but it's still not enough. You feel like something's still missing, like there's something more that you just haven't discovered. And it's not something you can just buy or find. It's something that you have to actually become, something that it's going to take a bit of a searching, a journey. So this is actually still for people who are ready to change, who are willing. You can watch these videos and listen to them and share them, and that's all fine and dandy. But if you really want to make the change that's going to last, you have to do these practices, okay, in order to live up and level up. Now, another thing of why this is maybe a little bit different is because it's a holistic approach to health and life. And by holistic, I'm going to start getting into the what Rocky Meets Buddha actually is and what it's founded upon and why it's holistic and integral. Okay? Because it's going to take your mind, body, spirit, and shadow, and stay with me, and how that directly applies to yourself, your culture, and your nature. Okay? That is the holistic approach. Everything is going to be encompassed in this AQual theory, thanks to Ken Wilber, this cutting edge stuff of all quadrants, all levels. It's a lot of talk right now, so let me break it down. This here already is just a bit of a nugget information that you can go and do research on. That means, remember Tetris, the game of Tetris and stuff? You have four shaped items that are falling down, you're organizing them. Well, same with life. They call it tetric arising. Four things, four quadrants. That means your I, we, it's, it, and its. That is it goes from subjective, internal, to objective, external, individual to collective. Now, that's a lot of words I just threw at you, but this is going to be the integral approach. Rocky Meets Buddha is going to teach you how to grow up, wake up, clean up, and show up in all these quadrants. You're going to learn how to take yourself and grow that. You're going to learn how to make that, okay, then that's the internal feelings our thoughts, how we improve that, and then how do we behave in a more mature, advanced way. How do we take our collective, our we, have better relationships? How do we have a better community and grow and show up? Show up as being including everything. Okay? Now, if it doesn't make sense now, that's even more reason to subscribe so you can grow with the channel. Okay? Now, with that, how we're going to kind of do that and take all this funky words I just spat at you is it's a unique process called shaping up. Unique to, exclusive to Rocky Meets Buddha. That means I'm going to give you straight up practical and physical and mental exercises that you can take every single day in order to improve really your enjoyment of life, to reach your full potential, to be more effective in life, to be the person that you're meant to be. Everybody's birthright. Wake up, jump out of bed, motivated, ready to start the day. I mean, this is just something that everybody has the desire to do this, right? But don't always know how. So I want to kind of throw a little caveat out there because this is going to be cutting edge. And this is relatively new studies that A-Qual theory of everything came out about 30 years ago. And never before has it been all placed together so practically as it is right here in front of you. Okay? But with that cutting edge, visionary, and to get a leg up on absolutely everybody, and then to include them and teach them, you're going to have to grow with the channel. So it's awesome that you're getting in right now, but just understand it's going to take time to fully understand yourself. This isn't just a quick fix solution. This is something that, and then I'm going to get into my personal story, but it's something that it's a journey that's going to last the rest of your lifetime. Hopefully this channel, that's exactly what it sets out to do. Last a lifetime. And that legacy to better ourselves and our community, the collective, the world, one video at a time, one share, one subscribe, one post at a time. You share these ideas, they start catching on, and you're big of something larger, a part of something larger. So now without further ado, let me just kind of break down my story and some of my struggles. I don't know if I'll get into everything. I might save a little bit. But just so you get an understanding of where I started, and now here I am, and ready to help you along the way. So, it all started when I was 9 years old. Parents got divorced. My old man moved across state lines. So I couldn't see him every day. What this did to me, first and foremost, was, well, it made me feel unworthy. Unworthy of love. I had fears. I had doubts, insecurities. Felt alone, shy, and just, pretty overall timid. It also made me more self-reliant, independent, and more of a self-taught teacher because I didn't want to feel like that anymore. If any of you are going through those right now, the timid and scared and unworthy and confused and alone, well then you know that you don't want that to last. And so I've just right from that day, I'd stay awake at night and more afraid to protect my sisters and mom, sleeping up with a baseball bat, not really able to do much because I was still scared, but with this protective mentality. How can I still be a leader? But then in high school with all these insecurities and these doubts, because I didn't have any grounds, I didn't have any foundation built up. And so I was pretty pathetic and miserable, to say the least. Now, if that's where you are, Here's where the story takes a turn. Say, look, I don't want to feel like this anymore. So the day after graduation, I said, I'm not going to. I'm going to fake it till I make it. I'm going to be somebody I'm not. I'm going to have all that confidence that I so secretly, craved and desired. So I did that. But again, I didn't have a foundation set up. Like I'm about to teach you guys this integrated theory and way of doing things. I just had these small parts and they crumbled, especially as soon as alcohol was introduced. 21, uh-oh, now what? Now all this aggression, anger, hostility built up inside me just because I couldn't answer anything from a kid, didn't have the answers, didn't do any of that cleaning up, shadow work like we will talk about. So I was really in a bad, funky place. Not only confused, now I was pissed off at the world. Didn't want anybody, any friends, any family to come near me. So that loner route led to breaking the law, getting in trouble, all kinds of mischief. Luckily, then, I joined the Army, and that taught me discipline, confidence, leadership. Okay, I really started to embody that Rocky icon. When you think of Rocky, you have a clear image. Boom. All right, I was like, whoa, now this is what life's about, or so I thought. And so I was able to, talk to people, carry myself in a much more, confident way. Sophisticated, I thought. But I still wasn't totally happy, wasn't totally fulfilled. So it wasn't until I started getting into this meditation and yoga, which at an earlier stage I said, what? I didn't believe it, didn't trust it. It was seemed woo-woo, new agey, and goofy. But if you're sick and tired, if you think you tried everything, and you're sick and tired of being down and not fulfilled, like something's missing, I'm telling you, this is part of Rocky Meets Buddha that's going to incorporate that. So you're going to get like mentally, here, enter Buddha. Okay? So not only are you going to be mentally tough, physically tough, but now you're going to have those edges softened with a little bit more love, compassion, forgiving, gratefulness. All right? And my friends, I'm telling you, that is when the journey actually begins. It's a beautiful start. And now to incorporate all of that in life is absolutely true harmony, peace, joy, like that. Now, it doesn't happen overnight. That's why I'm going to give you practical exercises and to kind of help ease you along this path, okay, which is very, very fulfilling. Not easy, though. That's why you have to get a little tougher, you have to shape up in order to wake up. Because what I did, now you don't have to do this, because I went a little bit above and beyond, a little overboard, honestly. I'd go out in the woods. Infantry, I made my home in the woods. I could survive. So I'd take a little bit of water, not much food, and just be out in nature. And that's kind of how I really kind of tried to start waking up, if you will. Being more aware is what that means, more conscious of every single. So you start getting in touch with nature and the connection of it all. And if this sounds a little bit too far out there, then maybe this isn't for you. Because Rocky Meets Buddha is going to incorporate all that. Yes, you have your physical exercise and your mental toughness skills. But again, you're going to have to sit there with yourself. That was the toughest thing for me. I would sit there and my mind would go 100 miles an hour like a war. Just battling these thoughts after thoughts. It was insane. Okay? Just as I imagine most of you are right now. If you've never sat alone, if you've got to constantly have your phone anytime you have a quiet second, then this channel is seriously going to help you. Although it's just another thing, a stimulation for you. But it's still going to help you think like, whoa, wait a minute. It doesn't have to be like this. Because if you're constantly chasing the next high and you never feel some of those lows, you're going to crash. And you know this because it's happened to you. All right? So, with this Rocky Meets Buddha, look, I'm excited. Again, this is going to be a community. This is kind of like your contribution to a part of the whole. This is the community that we can build up together. So I'm super excited. That's the introductory. If you have any questions, how we're going to grow is comments. What do you need help with? In what lines, what aspects are you struggling with? Reach out, and then we can make some traction. Okay? So if you're struggling, reach out, and we're going to get you some help. Get you that level up so that you can enjoy more of life. You can reach your potential, and you can find that peace that you so desperately deserve. All right, friends. Until next time, like, subscribe, and let's do this thing. All right.